Guys. Alright, so if you saw my first video, the top 5 things I love about this camper, so it's going to seem a little bit like I'm a hypocrite, but I think it's important to note that some of the features I really like, I thought they could be better. So we're going to go over some of those. We're going to start right here at the front like we did last time. Alright, so one of the first things I like about this camper was the front end here. I like how it's laid out. I don't like that this is just flat with no railing. It would have been really great if they added a little 10-inch railing all the way around. Could have set my totes in there. Maybe a tie-down point for some ratchet straps so I'm not trying to go underneath the metal grate. It's a great design. I love the concept. A railing around this would have been perfect, and I would have been able to stack some more firewood in there, my totes, and had that security that it's just not going to fall off. So definitely something I hope they improve on, or maybe it's an option that they will offer in the future. Alright, the second thing I don't like about this camper. I loved the fact that it had a 270 awning, but at 6 feet tall, I can't even touch the top of this. So to open it is one thing, but to close it, can't do it without a step ladder. I can't even really get up on their little tire here conveniently to roll it up without falling off because it sticks out just enough. And I'm still barely getting to the top of this. I can see the top, but I really can't roll it up safely without a step ladder. Something that I don't typically bring with me and don't feel the need to have to. So I wish they had been able to drop this awning down a little bit more flush with the roof line and allowed for better packing. Great awning, just a little too tall for me. All right, back here at the kitchen. Love the kitchen design, but there's some flaws with it. I'm a tall guy, I guess tall. I'm about 6 feet tall. I have a pretty good arm span, and there's a couple issues that I had back here that I needed my wife to help me every time we got to camp. The first thing is it's a great door. It's real nice. Seals up really well. The handles work great. There's 2 little silver clips here, and they just catch the edge, but I can't get both clips on by myself because you got to come here, pull it out of the way, clip it. The other one's behind the door now, and you can't pull. So without 2 people, you can't secure this door on both sides. So it was really frustrating to only be able to do 1 clip, and I didn't really feel this being super secure if I was solo camping by myself. And trying to get it on both sides is doable with me, but my wife being 5'7", she was unable to do that by herself. The other thing I didn't love is it's got a nice track system for pulling this out. However, it's 2 yellow handles that are super close down here. Pulling them out, there's nothing to grip underneath with. So when this was loaded with our totes and stuff for cooking, it was really hard to slide it out without an additional hand. Once you get it past, you can grab the handle and it's easy. Now I'm going to wrap all this up into one thing as my number 3. So I don't like the handles. There's nothing to pull, grab, and you got 2 to pull out. The second thing I don't like, again, I'm fairly tall, is the cooking surface. The cooking surface is already at my chest height. You add the burner and a plate, and you're actually cooking above your shoulders a little bit. And it's really awkward, and it's very hard to stir, cook, and it just needs to be lower. And I'll show you inside. There's a ton of space. This could have been lowered down, and it would have been more convenient. They didn't add a big enough water tank. It's only like 10 gallons or less, and there's so much more space. So either fill that space up with a bigger water tank or drop your whole cooking surface down, and that would have been perfect. I'll show you what it looks like. So open this up, all kinds of storage in here. All kinds of storage. It's not a very big water tank. There is an absolute ton of space here. They could have dropped all that down, making the cooking surface lower. They could have just done it on half of this as well. That would have worked. And maybe put a shelf in here. I would have added one if this was my camper. This design, not great, but has potential. You're cooking high. So kind of an awkward cooking height. And coming over here, This is the handle, and that's, you just get this little piece here to get it initially started before you can grab this one. Same thing on that side over there. The number 4 thing that I don't like about this camper is the door. I love this door. I actually like how it's a little bit shiny, contrasts with the camper itself. Super easy, but there's no magnet to keep it open. So there's no magnet to keep it open, so it just kind of flops around here. There's nothing to catch it, stop it. The wind takes it very easily, closing it. There's hardly no wind right now, and you can see it's moving on its own. It was just inconvenient having this kind of closed and open as we're trying to get in and out of the camper. If we had a place just to open it with a magnet or a stop, that would have been great. It just didn't allow us to get in and out easily. Alright, the 5th thing I don't like about this camper. I do like the fact that the shower setup is here. However, your shoreline power connections here, there's no awning. You would not be able to put an awning on because you can't adjust the bars back and forth. My shower awning would fit here if there was another mid crossbar, but there's no shower awning here. It would be real convenient to have that for some privacy. I love that they have a shower built in. I love the propane tank being here, but I don't like the necessarily the setup where it is with all of your power here. You have all your solar connections here, your fuse box in the wet area. I just don't love it. If you're taking a shower, don't really want the electricity and the water kind of mixing. The tank isn't quite big enough, and if you notice, the tank fills here, and your shower sprayer is here. So again, good options, but not near the electric. Alright guys, I hope you appreciated the video. Please post a comment on what you don't like about an off-road camper that really frustrates you. I hope you like this video. Please like, subscribe, and share. It really does help us out. If you have any further questions, comments, concerns, well, let me know. Love to answer them for you. Again, I got to thank 207 Overland and Vintage Trailer Work for letting me borrow this camper and testing it out, and giving me the opportunity to give some feedback on it. Well, and as always, we'll see you on the trail. Thank you.